Wow, that's nice. It's not letting me type messages into the chat. Now something went. Let's see. Uh-huh. Why I'm having such a hard time putting a message in the chat. It's not letting me do it. Oh, I got nobody watching yet anyway. Alright. Reason I started this live stream is because it's about time for them to be finishing roll call and hitting the streets for the day shift, which is exactly when they came to chase me off the public sidewalk the last couple of days. And here they come out of the station. There goes the first one that I've seen leaving the station. Okay, for anybody who may be watching, and I don't have a viewer count here, so I can't tell. That's the courthouse, and the police station is directly behind it. And the police garage is just to the right down the side street there. So as they come out after roll call, they'll all be coming out of that side street. And they'll, under normal circumstances, they'll come out and start running people off the sidewalks on a weekday. They usually start running them away a little bit later on the weekends. If they do it at all. This weekend they didn't do it after what happened on Friday. Which is the last video I posted there. So it doesn't look to me like anybody's in here. I'm going 7 minutes already and I haven't got anybody. Anyway, we just had a big cloud blow in. And the pigeons are waking up and they're coming out and starting to feed. Or at least one. I hear a few more chirping in the trees, but they haven't come down yet. Oh, there's a second one. So it looks like the roll call is taking unusually long this morning. Usually they're out by 6:30. Sometimes they're out by 10 after. So I guess watching the pigeons scavenge on the sidewalk is a little bit less boring than watching the traffic go by until the cops start coming out of the station to see if they hassle me for being here in the same place where they ran me off on the last two videos. Good morning, Maddie. Okay, well, what's up, Maddie, is it's about time for them to be breaking roll call in the day shift leaving the station. Now, that building right there, come on, focus. I don't know what's with this light setting. I don't have a manual setting on this camera. This is not my usual phone. My usual phone got snatched Saturday night. So this is a Samsung that Ragamonkey gave me. And can you hear me all right, Maddie? I haven't got an audio reading on this. Can you hear me, Maddie? I don't know. It looks like I'm not getting a response here. Okay, now was that yup from one of the first two Can You Hear Me's, or was that from the last one? All right. Now, is the audio as good now as it was? Maddie, is the audio as good now? Well, actually, this is the original setting. Got no response when I asked about whether you could hear me. Okay, anyway, I was trying to use the headphone mic, the earbud mic, and you told me go back to the original setting, which I guess would you mean what's now, which is the without the earbuds in. But this phone doesn't have an audio monitor meter, an audio level meter on the screen, so I can't tell how it is like I could with the other one. The other one also had a good camera, and this is it's like 8 megapixels. So I have to shoot the video in 720p because it won't handle 1080. Alright, anyway, to get back to what I was saying. Let's see if I can get this right. I don't have flight settings. It's automatic. I can't get it to manual setting. Well, that tall building over there that you see above the palm trees is the courthouse. The police station is right behind it. The garage for the police station is down. Let me see if I can zoom this a little so you can see this. Now that zoomed it out. Okay, anyway, you see that traffic light, that intersection over there. The garage to the police station is down that block to the right. So all the cars leaving the station after roll call will be coming out of that side street where that bus just turned into. And, well, the routine had been on weekdays that they would come out here Yeah, I had a monopod. And the monopod was snatched by a beach cop. I did a video on that one a couple of weeks ago. And Long Island Audits is supposed to be bringing me another one, but he's not going to be down here until next month. So I'm using a gimbal. But yeah, that's probably what the problem is there, that when it's zoomed it exacerbates the camera shake. So let me zoom it back out. Alright, well anyway, I've only seen one car come out of the side street there where the garage is. And hopefully, you know, we'll see what happens. Good morning, Miguel. We'll see what happens, whether they come over and hassle me this morning. But I wanted to be live because if they tell me to leave today, I'm not gonna. After 2 live streams and all the complaints they've received, I'm going to tell them, well, go ahead and arrest me in front of all these viewers. Yes, Maddie, I know that. The guy was on another call. He finished his other call. Had to walk past where I was on the way. Now, I wasn't filming him. He was inside one of the businesses. And the car was parked outside when I arrived. I didn't know where he was. The car was legally parked. Engine off, lights off. So I didn't think anything of it and didn't start filming. And he came walking out of the business, and on his way back to the car, just grabbed my monopod. Okay, see, I had it sitting across the top of the suitcase right here, crossways, and it was like underneath the white bag there and on top of the suitcase. And as he walked by, he just snatched it off of the suitcase and went and got in the car and drove off without saying a word. Okay, so it's not shaky now, right, Maddie? It was because you were viewing it 5 minutes before you told me to zoom it out. I don't know, I'm very slow getting the messages here. Alright, let's see who else is in here, because Maddie posted so much. Now Maddie, I want to give you a wrench, but I can't do it while I'm live streaming through the third-party app. I have to give you the wrench from YouTube. So once this video renders and you can watch the replay with the chat replay on YouTube, then I can go into the chat replay on YouTube and give you the wrench, so the next time I go live you'll have a wrench. But I can't give you the wrench during the broadcast, and I want to, but because there's nobody in here with a wrench. Okay, so we got Miguel Barrick with Shrek here. And it looks like it's just Maddie and Miguel. And somebody attrited, because it says one person's watching. Well, it looks like roll call's taking a really long time today. 6:46. Usually they're coming out before 6:30 or at 6:30. So if anybody wants to commit a crime in Miami Beach right now, now's the time to do it. Because all the night shift cops are home already. Or they're off the streets. And the day shifts are still in the station and haven't come out yet. Alright, anyway, we had a cloud blow in. Looked like it was going to rain. We got some thunder. And right now, it appears to have moved south. I got blue sky directly over me. But just a little bit south, we got that cloud, and down about 5-6 blocks south, we got a real gray sky. So Hopefully it won't rain. Still not letting me type in the chat. Okay, is there anybody still here? If anybody's still watching, type a 1 in the chat, please let me know. Because my indicator says I have 0 viewers. I guess the indicator's right because I haven't got any 1s over here. So if the cops do come and hassle me, I'm going to have live streamed it to nobody. Good morning, Billy Williams. Did you just get here, Billy, or you've been watching a while? Alright, well, Billy, in case you just got here, the tall building over there is the courthouse. The police garage is right behind it, to the right down the side street. And when they finish roll call, they'll all be coming out of that side street. And then they start chasing people off of Washington. I don't know if you saw my last 2 videos, but they've ran me off the public sidewalk under threat of arrest without any RAS of a crime, just because they had orders to clear Washington Avenue. So I'm gonna try and live stream it, because this time I'm not going to leave. And if they try and run me off, I'm going to tell them, you know, give me RAS of a crime, and they're going to threaten to take me to jail like they did the other time. I'm going to say, well, I'm not going anywhere. So we'll see if I get arrested or what happens. In the meantime, it's 6:53 already. Usually they're coming out 6:30. I haven't seen anyone come out yet, so I guess they're having a really long roll call. Or else they send them all to patrol the west side of the island or something, or there's some big emergency on the west side of the island so that they headed the other way out of the garage. Well, there is one out of the station hitting the streets, the guy in the camouflage jogging with the white gloves on. I don't know if you could see him because the picture went white for a second. But he just jogged across Washington Avenue and continued eastbound down the side street there, which is 12th Street. But that was a cop. It's the first one I've seen leaving the station. I zoomed it in on the intersection there so you'll be able to see him coming out. Alright, now this guy just came out up the street and parked right in front of me. So I'll be willing to bet that's law enforcement because he's blasting this copyrighted music. They're trying to screw with my live stream here or get me a copyright strike on the replay or something. Like Billy left. My readout says 0 viewers again. See, the problem here, I don't have a SIM card in this phone, so I have no data. I'm on the Wi-Fi from the pizzeria right here. From Pizza Fiore. And if I get very far away from it, I'm going to get buffering or I'll lose the stream. So I kind of have to stand in one spot in order to keep the stream going. Two minutes to 7 and I still haven't seen a car leave the station. There must be some kind of major accident on the causeway or shooting somewhere on the other side of the island or something. Because the roll call wouldn't take this long. Either that or they were watching my live stream or knew I was live streaming during roll call. So they were all told to go out the other way and go up Pennsylvania Avenue to get to wherever they're patrolling so that I couldn't film them. But anyway, there's no police patrolling the streets right now. The night shift all went in at 6, or before 6. And I haven't seen a single car come out. So either they're on a call somewhere else, or they're still in the station on roll call. Either way, if you want to commit a crime in South Beach, now would be the time to do it because there's no cops around. I'm not suggesting that anybody do that. I'm just saying they're being given the opportunity. Well, why do I get the feeling this is going to be like Florida Audits live stream of the Champlain Towers demolition? And for anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, 2 weeks ago, half of a condo in Surfside, which is the next town north of where I am, Miami Beach, half of the condo fell on its own because of structural damage. So they brought the other half of the building down. And they announced when they were going to do it. And Florida Audits did 3 live streams. One about 15 minutes, one about 3 minutes, and then another one almost 40 minutes. Starting from the time that they were supposed to do it. And all he got was a crane removing satellite dishes and so forth from the exterior of the part they were going to bring down. And he had about an hour of live stream video between the 3 of them. And none of them got anything except the crane removing stuff from the building. And the instant he cut the 3rd live stream, they brought the building down. And he didn't get it on film. Now, there were others who actually got the building demolition on film and put it up. Free to Film Florida has a one up there that's a view of the building coming down from a boat out in the ocean. But Florida Audits was standing on the beach about 2 blocks north of the building, and he had the best, closest view of anybody. And then he missed it because he ended his live stream and they brought the building down. Well, anyway, I'm thinking this is going to be analogous to that, because I'm going to be live streaming this until my battery gets too low. I still got 40%, but I had 100% when I started the stream about a half hour, 37 minutes ago. So if it drains 60% in 37 minutes, and I got 40% left, that means I got another 20 minutes. And if they don't come out in the next 20 minutes, my battery will be dead and I'll have to end the stream. And it'll be just my luck that they won't come out until the battery dies and the stream ends. And as soon as the stream ends, they're going to come out and run me off and I won't be able to film it because the battery will be dead. So it'll be like Florida Audits live streaming the Champlain Towers demo. But at any rate, it's 7:05 a.m. right now, and I still haven't seen a car come out. I saw one detective come out jogging. Otherwise, I haven't seen a cop in an hour. Over an hour. Sprinks! I finally got a moderator in here. I'm going to give Manny a wrench after the stream ends, but I can't give any wrenches out while it's running. Okay, Sprinks, let me bring you up to date on what's going on here. As you probably know, Thursday and Friday, they ran me off the public sidewalk in exactly the spot I'm at right now. I have videos up of both of those. One time they accused me of trespassing, the other time they accused me of obstructing the free passage, which I wasn't doing either time. And anyway, that tall building right there is the courthouse. You see the intersection right there that the courthouse is on the corner of. To the right down that side street is the police garage. So when the day shift comes in at 6 o'clock and when they finish roll call, they all start coming out of that side street. And they've come right over to me and chased me off first thing when they came out. But I'm still waiting for them. Ah, there goes one. That's the first one I've seen, and he's headed in the other direction. Anyway, as long as I'm live streaming, that's possible, Sprinks. The other possibility is that they actually came out and that there was some emergency, like a shooting or a major auto accident on the other side of the island, so they headed in the other direction down the side street when they came out of the garage and I didn't see them. I would think if that were the case, I would have heard some sirens, though, and I haven't. But the point is, whether they got educated or not, I haven't seen them come out. So if they're not doing something else, or they weren't told to avoid Washington Avenue so you don't get filmed, or to avoid this block of Washington Avenue so they don't get filmed. Then it stands to reason I would be seeing them unless they're still in roll call. It's entirely possible they're having an unusually long roll call this morning. Well, there's a million reasons that this could be happening, and I'm not going to speculate until I get some more knowledge. But the long and short of it is, I'm not seeing any cops coming out. Usually what happens when they have the roll call, if they're going to try and educate them, they got sergeants who are the field training officers giving them the education. Sometimes they'll have a lieutenant there. There go a couple of G4S security on the bicycles in their uniforms. Alright, anyway, the normal procedure, if they're having a long roll call, that they have lieutenants and captains out here on the street. Now, lieutenants and captains are not going to run you off. But the normal procedure would be that the lieutenants and captains would be doing some patrolling, just riding up and down, keep an eye on things, so that if anything happens, they can respond, and if they see anything, they can radio it in and get those guys out of the station. Maddie kind of attrited 15 minutes or so ago, before you got here. I don't know, this thing says I got 3 in here now. But Sprinks, you're the only one I know who's definitely here, because the other 2 haven't posted. But before you came, I had 0 viewers. Miguel Barrick-Rochark was in here. He left. Maddie was in here. She left. And somebody else was in here lurking and they left. Now I've got 2 people lurking now. Alright, 7 Freedom Audits evidently is one of them. Good morning, how are you? I appreciate your calling me young man. Yeah, I'm 62 years young, which is not young anymore by any means. Alright, 7 Freedom, I'll bring you up to date on what's going on here. The day shift comes out, or they start at 6 o'clock, and they come out of roll call usually about 6:30 to 6:40. And they had been running me off of the sidewalk for specious reasons under threat of arrest Thursday and Friday of last week. Both of those videos are up on my channel. So on Saturday I went live, but all weekend they didn't bother me. And I'm not knowing whether it was only going on for the weekend. I went live at 6:30, expecting them to come out of the station and start harassing me again. Only I've seen one marked vehicle come out of the station. This is the second one now that just pulled up to the intersection over there. And he's headed in the other direction as well. They both headed away from me. So they evidently had an unusually long roll call, which they have now finished. Seven Freedom, what do I have 4 of? What is it I have 4 of, 7 Freedom? Oh yeah, I see that I have 4 viewers. You were the 4th one. But Sprinkson, you were the only ones who posted. Shelly Holmes Gomez, good morning. Billy posted same time Maddie was posting, and I haven't seen either of them in a half hour, close to a half hour. Sorry about the camera shake, but when I try and scroll the chat, I'm using a handheld gimbal because I don't have a monopod or a tripod. So every time I try and scroll the chat, the camera starts shaking. Plus I've got it zoomed to try and get the intersection where the cops are going to be approaching from, which is a block away from where I am. Okay, this is an unmarked police unit coming out now. This white SUV. But I've only seen 2 marked cars and they both went the other way. Okay, now this is SFM in this little see what, yeah, it's a Kawasaki Mule. Because they have John Deere Gators, and Mitsubishi makes one, I don't know what they call it. They're all similar. They are these little mini pickup trucks with 150cc engines that go about 20 miles an hour. They're really farm equipment. They're not street legal. And now SFM is the company that is contracted to clean the public bathrooms at the beachfront and in City Hall and other city buildings. And they store their vehicles in the police garage. And those guys are going out to the 14th Street beachfront bathroom to open it. They're supposed to open it at 7 o'clock.
I'll FaceTime you for a second.
And I guarantee you they're going to stop off for coffee first. All right, there's another car coming out, another marked one. You see the blue lights on top. He's headed in the other direction as well. Yeah, I thought it was funny that they're rioting here for freedom in Cuba when we have less freedom here than they do in Cuba. There go the park rangers. They store their vehicles in police garage as well. And two of them in golf carts just headed east on 12th Street there toward the beachfront. Going to patrol Loomis Park. I don't know, the Rangers would usually go that way. The SFM people went right by me. They would usually go the way they went. The SFM people were come out at the garage on 12th Street there. I'm standing at 13th. And they'll go up to a bodega up there on 14th. Another block up. See, this corner is 13th here. And there's a bodega up there just past 14th Street. For those of you who saw my How Much is the Hyundai in the Window video about 6 months ago, that's the store that the Hyundai drove through the window of. Anyway, that bodega is where the SFM people get coffee before they go to open the 14th Street bathroom. Alright, let me get to the chat here. Oh, is Billy Williams back? Or did Seven Freedom just see him and scrolling back in the chat and say good morning even though he left already? Alright, now so many views as they're receiving on social media, it'd be smarter that they had than they had the other way. Okay, you're probably right, Seven Freedom. It's not just the views, it's all the complaints, because many of the viewers complained. Okay, Sprinks, who's busybody? Sorry about the shake there. Switching hands with the gimbal. I don't know, we don't really have Karens out here. The only people who seem to complain about being filmed are the dope dealers. Understandably why. But I've never had a cop complain about being filmed. I've never had a civilian who isn't a dope dealer complain about being filmed. The dope dealers seem to want to break my camera when they think I'm filming them, even when I'm not. But there aren't many dope dealers out here at 7 a.m. They're out here till the bars close around 5. By 6, they're all home in bed. Well, I'm down to 33% battery. I wish these guys had come out of there. Or maybe they are avoiding me. This guy's riding a flat tire, this white pickup. Well, I guess he didn't want to be late for work, so he decided to destroy his rim. Because I guess if he changed it, he'd have been late for work, or he wouldn't have the, or maybe he didn't have a spare. No, they cannot, Sprinks. They can detain it. In other words, if I film a crime, okay, they can view the video. They can take the camera for evidence until they view the video. But unless I'm arrested, they can't take the camera. And as long as I tell them I'm willing to send them a copy of the video, there goes another unit coming out and heading the other way. I guess it was obscured by the street cleaning truck there. But he's further down the street. Too far away to see him now, I think, in the center of the screen. Maybe you can see the blue lights on top. Well, anyway, they can take the camera to view the video, but they're not allowed to seize the camera without a warrant. That doesn't mean they're not going to. They do it all the time. Unless they arrest me. And if they arrest me, they can seize the camera and hold it for as long as I'm in custody. But if I'm not arrested, they can detain the camera Yeah, I know. They say a lot of things that are not legally true. In case you haven't noticed that. And not just to me, to other auditors. They make a lot of assertions either because they don't know the law or just because they want to be thug tyrants that aren't legal or aren't fact. But the way the law says it, they need to arrest me in order to seize the camera if they don't have a warrant. And if the camera videoed a crime in progress, they can detain the camera the same as they would detain you with RAS until they view the video. But they're not allowed to delete the video. And then the prosecutor can get a subpoena for the video. But they are not allowed to keep the camera unless they arrest me or they have a warrant. But in general, I'll show them the video. I may make them wait until I end the live stream so that I don't have to interrupt it. But I'll show them any video I shot after I've completed it. I'm not going to stop filming to wind it back and show them, and I can't show it to them while I'm still filming it. Okay, now I see some blue lights way down there, 7th Street, give or take. Coming up this way. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get used to this gimbal grip because I've got it angled to aim upward more, because in the past I've gotten too many shots of the sidewalk and I haven't got. Okay, there's a cop headed west. I think my first assumption was probably right, because he just headed west with the siren and the Christmas tree coming off of the beach. So I think there probably is something going on the west side of the beach that's keeping them occupied. Okay, here comes the unit that was way down there. Now we'll see if he comes over and runs me off, or tries to run me off. You see him stop for the traffic light over there. Good morning, eyes wide open. Oh, this is unit 17003, which is a lieutenant. So evidently the brass are out here rolling around, and the sergeants and patrolmen are still occupied. I don't know if they're in an extended roll call meeting or if they're occupied with a call elsewhere. But I do see some blue flashing lights way down there around 7th Street. Now, let me see if I can get that focus there. I don't know. Can't get it zoomed that far. See, that's the other problem with the camera on this Samsung phone. It's only got a 3x zoom. My regular camera has an 8x, or the one on the phone that they swiped Saturday. Now this is a G4S patrol in uniform. And there go two more on bicycles. The uniform is a black shirt, black pants, and a black backpack. Now that this G4S guy is staying there, trying to stay within earshot, hear what I'm doing, because that's their job, is to be the eyes and ears of the police department. They're out here following everybody around, listening to their conversations. Well, judging from the past, none of the lieutenants or you know, any sergeants or anybody superior. You see, now he turned around and he's coming back at me. But nobody superior is going to harass me. They leave it to the officers, regular patrolmen, to do it. Okay, now the chat's going too fast for me to read it here when nobody was posting before. Okay, yes, Sprinks, good morning, proper persona. Yes, Sprinks, I'm using a gimbal. I have no idea where Melina is, Shelly. Yeah, proper persona. If you're talking about Melina, I agree with you on that one. Okay, yeah, Sprinks, I am using the gimbal. The problem is, you know, every time I have to scroll the chat, you know, it moves the phone and starts shaking the gimbal. Alright, have I put batteries in what, Sprinks? What was I supposed to have put batteries in? Alright, my PayPal is in the description of every pre-recorded video I've posted. It's paypal.me/Miami Beach Audits with no spaces between the words. No, Sprinks. The sophisticated gimbals that have the counterweight balances and all that, and they have the remote control for zoom on the handle. They need batteries, and the volume controls on the handle. You know, they cost close to $200. I have a cheap $18 one from Walmart. It's made of plastic, not metal, and it holds the phone, but it's essentially a handle. It's just something to hold the phone with. Now, forgive the shake for a minute, because it does have a tripod. The handle folds out into a tripod, so I can set it completely steady with the tripod Except that when I do, the garbage can is blocking the view of the corner where I was trying to shoot, where the cops would be coming out of. And then in case they come and stop me, it would take me a little bit longer to pick it back up and fold the tripod handle into the gimbal, well, back into the handheld handle, like so. Then it would take them to get out of the car and start harassing me, so I wouldn't get the beginning of it on the film, and that's why I've been holding it with my hand. s.l.ference@gmail. That's the one that's associated with the Miami Beach Audits PayPal account. And that is the correct one. Yeah, that's my personal Gmail account. I have a Miami Beach Audits at Gmail as well, which I use for this, and I'm really upset that you published that. Let me see if I can delete that comment. No, it won't let me delete. Sprinks, can you retract your own comment there since you're a mod? Get my personal Gmail address out of there. I don't want that in the chat. Miami Beach Audits at Gmail is one I want anybody else to have. If they click the PayPal link, they'll get that address because that's the one that it's getting sent to. But unless they're going to give me money, I'd really rather that address doesn't go out. I don't want to be getting troll emails and spam on my personal account. Okay, the sky just opened up. It's pouring now. I'm under an awning here in front of the pizza place, but when I first started to stream, I was commenting about that cloud having blown in. It's been the last 3 or 4 mornings. It's almost like you can set your watch by it. We had a cloud blow in between 7 and 7:30, and then it started pouring between 7:30 and 7:45. Happened Friday when I can't remember that one's name. The second one who hassled me on Friday in the last video. Sprinks, will you please retract the comment with my personal Gmail address there? All right, here comes a unit now. Now this is exactly the time the guy hassled me in the rain on Friday. I can't remember his name, but he was in car number 14030. Yes, it is monsoon season here. He's coming this way. We'll see if he stops. Oh, that's a lieutenant or captain as well, 18013. 170 and 180 series are the newest cars. And they're the brass. Well, as far as the SUVs go, because you got sedans with numbers beginning with 20 that are assigned to patrolmen. And the 22 and 2300 numbers are brass, if there are any in sedans. But I think all the brass have got SUVs now. And so when you see a car with a 170 or 180 number, that's brass. And the numbers lower than that, the 130 through 160 series, are the patrolmen and the sergeants. Okay, let me get to the chat here. Says monsoon, yeah, I saw that. Proper persona was homeless for 2 months and 2 children at the time, sleeping in a tent. Okay, well. Shelly says, I told you about what Jimmy said in the chat last week. He said he talked to an officer, Ramon or Ramos, who said file a 1A complaint or an IA complaint against Molina for using another officer's badge number. Well, I don't know that Molina was using another officer's badge number. Says you timed me out, Sprinks. I haven't timed anybody out. Yeah, Sprinks. That's the one that's used for the PayPal. But I'd really rather it doesn't come up in the chat. Right, exactly. That's what I want in the chat, Sprinks. The PayPal me. That way they only see my personal email address when they go to that link and try to send me the money. You can publish my Miami Beach Audits at Gmail address if anybody wants to send me an email. That's the one that's public. But my personal one I'd rather keep private, except for people who are gonna donate my PayPal. How much is a SIM card for my phone? Well, this phone has a crappy camera. Okay, my service is paid for with Visible wireless. I've paid through the 31st of the month, but this is an AT&T phone which runs on one platform and Visible runs on the Verizon platform. So what I'm trying to do is to get another phone from Visible, and it has to cost me $150 plus tax for the phone that will be compatible with the SIM card that I have that's already paid for. But it has a great camera and a fast processor, so I won't have problems with live streams. And it's 5G capable for the data, and I have a contract for 5G data with Visible. So it's $150 plus tax. And right now I'm probably about $80 short. But I'm not going to try and get a SIM card for the one I'm holding unless I can't get the money together before my contract runs out for the month with Visible, because then I just won't pay Visible for next month, and then I'll get a SIM card for this one. But the great thing about Visible, you spend $150 to get the phone from them, and they give you the unlimited talk, text, and data for $20 a month. And if I get a SIM card from an AT&T or a third-party provider that runs on an AT&T platform that'll work in the phone I'm using right now, I'm going to be paying $50 a month for the unlimited data, and it's only going to be 4G LTE. It's not going to be 5G. So that's why I'm looking to spend $150 for the phone. Yeah, exactly, Springs. So it's hidden behind the link. Thank you. Okay, I just got a message that somebody sent money to my PayPal, but I can't find out how much it is or who it was without closing the live stream, because the live stream will stop if I minimize this window in order to get to open the PayPal window or the email window. So if that money, now I was expecting some money to be put into my account from, alright, can you guys hear me now? We had some buffering problems. We just had lightning strike nearby, and it screwed with the Wi-Fi. Alright, you guys can hear me now. Okay. I just got a received a message of a PayPal donation. Now, Impact Auditor told me he'd send me something this morning. I don't know if that came from him or if that came from one of you guys who are in the chat right now. So, if somebody sent me money to my PayPal who's in the chat, please acknowledge that it was you and put the amount in the chat, because I can't check how much came in while I'm live streaming without ending the stream. But I did get a push notification that said that I have money in my PayPal. Okay, proper persona, you just sent me $20, correct? Thank you very much, I really appreciate it. So now I'm short about $60 to get the phone. And, well, Impact Auditor told me he was going to send me something this morning, but I don't know how much he's going to send me. And it's a little bit early for him. He's an owl. He stays up until 3 or 4 in the morning, and then he gets up at like 10 or 11. So I don't expect to see anything from him until noontime. Yeah, Sprinks, if I could have put anything in the chat, I would have done that. I appreciate it. But this is not allowing me to post to the chat for some reason. Alright. Well, my phone battery is down to 20% right now. So I've got maybe 7 or 8 minutes left before the phone dies. I've been at this about an hour and a half, and I haven't seen a patrol unit yet. I've only seen brass. So I don't know if they're doing something on the other side of the island, or if they're just all trying to avoid me because they have orders to, or what's going on. But I think I'm going to be ending the stream because I don't think they're going to be coming to harass me. So at 8 o'clock, I'll give it 6 more minutes, and at 8 o'clock I'll end the stream. Good morning, Googly Goo. Okay, now I just got another notification I got a PayPal. Well, whoever sent that. Alright, Proper Persona, you sent me a second donation, is that it? Oh, Sprinks sent me 10. Now is that 10 pounds or 10 bucks? Yeah, I know you did, Sprinks. I see you posted that you sent 10. Now I just got a third notification that I've got money. So somebody else sent me something. Okay, Proper Persona sent me 60. So I've got enough for the phone. Okay, 7 Freedom. Yeah, whatever about the white shirt come out the door, I'm not sure I understand that one. Alright, Sprinks, I really appreciate your donation. Was that 10 pounds or $10? $10. Okay, good. So I got 10 from you, and I got 20 and 60 is 80 from Proper Persona. So it's a total of 90. So I now have enough to get the phone. So well, I'm going to end the stream in about 3 minutes because I haven't seen a patrol unit yet. So I guess they're not harassing anybody up and down Washington this morning. Although I can't speculate on why. I don't know if they had an extended roll call or if they had another call somewhere that was taking them, was occupying them somewhere on the other side of the island. Or whether the brass just told them go the other way and avoid him. So yes, you paid for my breakfast, Sprinks. I'm rich, right, Shelly? Well, I'm not rich, but at least I have enough to get a phone. So in 3 days, I'll have my data back. Because that's, you know, how long it takes for them to ship it. All right, 7 Freedom. What I was saying was I have $20 a month service on a SIM card that I have in a broken phone, which is paid for through the end of July. And I can continue with the $20 a month service if I buy another phone to replace that runs on the Verizon platform, to replace the broken one and use the SIM card that I already have. But it has to cost me $150. Okay? If I want to get a SIM card for the phone that I'm using, which has a piece of crap camera, as you can tell from the quality of the video here, and runs on the AT&T platform, it will cost me $50 a month for the service instead of $20. So I was going to get another phone to use the existing SIM card rather than to get another SIM card to put in the phone that I'm using right now. And that way I'll have $20 a month service. But it had to cost me $150, and I was $80 short for that when the stream started. I've already gotten $90 in PayPal donations during the stream. So I barely got enough money to get the phone. Yeah, okay, proper persona, I understand that. What goes around comes around. I will return the favor if I have any surplus. Okay, Seven Freedom, I guess you missed what I said because you were, it came in between where you were back there and when you finally got refreshed. So I'll say it again. The SIM card would be for $50 a month service with the existing phone that you're watching, which has a piece of crap camera, and it would be 4G LTE rather than 5G data, and it would be it would cost me $50 a month. I can replace the phone that I have a SIM card paid through the end of July for $150, and that SIM card service only costs me $20 a month, but it runs on a different platform than this phone, so I can't use that SIM card in this phone. Okay, and so what I was looking to do, because the other phone that I wanted to get for the $150 has a 12 megapixel camera and a very fast processor, so you won't get all the buffering during the live stream like you've been getting on this one. And I've now got enough money with what I had before and the $90 in donations that I've gotten since this live stream started in order to get the phone. So I'm going to order it today, and I should have it in 3 or 4 days. And in the meantime, I'll spend the 3 or 4 days without the data, because I have to order it online and have them ship it. They don't have brick and mortar stores. That's why they're able to provide me $20 a month unlimited 5G talk, text, and data. And they also offer me a discounted deal if I refer somebody else and they get service from them. So if any of you guys are on Verizon and you want to switch over to Visible, let me know and I'll send you the referral, and they'll give you a price break on your service, and they'll give me a price break for having referred you. And my battery, I just got the battery low signal here. I haven't seen any cops come out, so I'm going to have to end this stream before my phone dies. I appreciate all of you being here. I appreciate everybody SCHILDT. I'll send it to you, 7 Freedom, because I'm about to end the stream, and then I'll just email it to you. SCHILDT Corey. Okay. Just screenshot it. When you get to Walmart, you'll get some money. Okay, 7 Freedom, I appreciate it, but like I said, I already raised enough to get the phone. Yeah, googly goo, I like that. There are cops who can't wait to get filmed. Excuse me. Okay, well, I thank everybody for being here. Y'all have a good day. I appreciate all your donations. You got me over the hump so I can order my new phone. And y'all have a good one. And I'll see you on the next one. And I'm sorry I couldn't produce any cops hassling me to get you guys something interesting here, because this wound up being a telethon rather than a cop watch. And when I started it, it was intended to be a cop watch. So everybody, thank you for being here. Thank you for your donations. And wait a minute, there's one more cop coming up this way. So I'm gonna hang out until he passes, just in case he decides to stop and hassle me. 18009, another lieutenant. I haven't seen a patrolman yet. They must all be busy elsewhere. Okay, stream ending. Thank you for being here. See y'all on the next one. Good night.